Oh, I don't think you ever get over it. I mean, I made my staff watch it. We watched it together about a month ago. Um, so I don't think you ever get over it. Whenever I see anything, they always show the damn celebration and all that. That's not anything I want to watch. But hell, I'm not over Game 7 Celtics-Atlanta Hawks. So I'm certainly not going to be over this.
Was there a lot of crying going on?
Does it get you excited even more for this season, or how do you put it in perspective?
Oh, I don't know if it gets you excited for this season. It does in some ways. It wants you to get it started again so you can try to get back there. So yeah, I guess in that way it does. But other than that, I mean, you just got to move forward. But it does. It has to push you a little bit. There's no doubt.
Your boss.
When you watched the film, was there a lot of crying going on? Or
no.
What was the reaction?
It's easier to watch it the second time. There's no emotion involved. It's still emotional. It always will be. But yeah, I mean, you watch it and you look at all the opportunities you did have in that game. You saw some things that you didn't see. I didn't realize the paw injury was bigger than, that little injury was bigger than I thought it was during the game. I think it was 12 when he went out. It was only a 3-minute period, but when he came back in, it was 4 or 6, and now it was a game. That was in the third quarter. I thought that was a turning point in the game. Nothing in the fourth quarter was different than what I saw. It was more the third quarter that I thought changed the game.
Was there any point after that game that you thought this was the last chance you'd have to coach this group?
Because I wasn't sure what I was going to do at that time. I knew Rasheed was not coming back. He had told me that before the game. I was, at that time, leaning heavily to not coming back. And, so yeah, in the locker room, I actually thought that was going to be the last time at that point that I would see all these guys together. And even if I did come back, I knew it wouldn't be the same team. I knew we were going to have to make changes. I knew at that time that no one else knew that the extent of Perk's injury, and so I knew that he wouldn't be back until late in the next year. So yeah.
Danny said you're the perfect coach for this new group of personalities.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. That's for sure.
How good do you feel about coaching this particular group with a lot of personalities?
Well, we have a lot of personalities. There's no doubt about that. Probably more than we've ever had. Having said that, I also think this is the most talented group we've had as far as deep, on the bench. You can make a case that the 2008 team had more talent because they were younger. Kevin was at the peak of his health at that point, and so that has changed us a little bit. And we're hoping that all the guys on the bench, are as good as their names. We don't know that either. But I like the group as far as talent. I have to say, a lot of the guys we've added, they've won. They've done a lot of winning if they hadn't been the winner. And they are tough. A lot of them are tough guys, and I think that's good for our team.